This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes.
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Henry Solstice Studios of New York, Colby Covington going to the WWE. Adesanya Bones going at it on social media. Still no UFC? Let's talk about it with the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Here we are, the MMA-Holes Hour. Jessie, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Right before we decided to go live here on a Monday night, I look on Twitter, and all I do is type in
UFC. That's it.
UFC, just to see what's up, see what's going on. What's going on in the Twitterverse.
Yes.
And the first thing, that pops up is this. From a Laura Elliott, at Laura Elliott 62.
She says, at Real Donald Trump, at UFC, at Dana White, we are not paying or watching any more UFC. You backing this president who is responsible for thousands of U.S. deaths makes us boycott you. At NASCAR, at MyPillow USA, at Home Depot, because for some reason those companies are involved. Hashtag vote with your wallet. Hashtag president death. I don't know how NASCAR, MyPillow USA, and Home Depot have anything to do with this tweet, but for some reason she felt it was important to tag them.
I don't know what to say. I mean, first off, we've spoke about this before. The fact that people like to drag politics into talking about the UFC is it just drives me nuts. And I feel it had a big part of this whole, well, it did have a big part of the whole situation with the fight UFC 249. Whether you like the fact that they are not fighting on the 18th or you don't like the fact, politics was dragged into this, and you had the governor and you had that 86-year-old dusty vagina. And then you have people like this, like a bunch of nobodies that just jump out there and throw this out. And I mean, listen, whether you like Trump or not, don't like Trump, that's fine. I mean, I don't give a shit. Who do you like as a president? But to not watch the UFC, because they're, Dana White supports Trump. I mean, who gives a fuck? Like it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
This world is so fucking unbelievable. I cannot stand politics. I really can't stand politics because of people like Laura. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Oh, so you're not gonna don't watch the UFC. We don't care. We don't care if you watch the UFC. I don't think anyone gives a shit if you watch the UFC.
I bet she doesn't even watch UFC. She's just saying this for some sort of agenda.
It's unbelievable. And there is a story from Bloody Elbow that we're going to get to as well. I mean, I'm telling you this. I'm not digging this world that we're living in right now. This is, in 43 years of being on Earth, I have never seen such a shit show like I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
I don't want to go online and see any of this bullshit.
Media-wise?
The media is ridiculous. Human beings are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, there's a pandemic.
Yes.
You got masks everywhere. Like, what is going on?
Gloves in the parking lots.
It is crazy. It really is. It's a crazy world. Colby Covington saying he's going to go to the WWE 2021, and I don't blame him.
I don't either, if I had to be perfectly honest.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a shit show, but the WWE is just moving forward. No Fuchs given an essential business.
Well, also, if you notice, aside from Colby, a lot of media, or not a lot, I would just say particular media are backtracking now, and kind of the hypocrisy is very high lately. First they were on one solid side, and then they get lit on fire, and now all of a sudden they're playing the middle. You know, and I've seen a couple of media outlets or people do this, and it's fascinating how quick someone will change just because, you know, they got lit on fire for trying to push their opinion on everybody else.
Man, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I really feel like confused. I feel completely confused. Now, I'm really at a loss for words. I really am.
I'm not. I completely expect things like this.
I just want to just hide with a room, and I don't even like guns. I want to gather a bunch of guns and ammunition and fucking lock myself in a room and wait there with my gun, waiting for the crazies to kick down the door and just blow them all away. It's crazy what's going on now. Like, everywhere I look, it's just mayhem and arguments all over the fucking place. And we have this virus to deal with, and all I want is my UFC. That's all I care about. I just want my UFC, my combat sports. Just throw it in from my eyeballs. I need to consume it really bad. Florida's saying WWE is an essential operation,
Yeah.
Jessie. What do you think about that?
I mean, listen, Florida's going to say whatever they have to in order to keep some sort of tax income, right?
Super chat.
All right.
sir.
Super chat over here coming in.
Fighters should sue Luke for lost wages.
I know. I still blame Luke Thomas for
Man.
why UFC 249 ended.
He was a piece to the puzzle. It's not like, hey, Luke Thomas is
I
the reason.
blame Luke Thomas.
I mean, he was a piece to the puzzle, and
Friggin' liberal over here.
the
has
amount-
to push his agenda on everybody.
the amount of backtracking he's been doing in damage control, he's been doing on his latest uploads.
He was one of the ones I was referring to. Like, he was so hard on one side, and then all of a sudden he gets lit on fire because people finally called him out for his fucking bullshit, and now he's playing the middle. Like, oh, I didn't mean this. I just meant this. Like, nah, bitch, nah. You were trying to push your liberal opinion on everybody else, and under the anticipation that everybody else was going to fall for it. Calm down, buddy.
You're
Calm
allowed
down.
to have a hard opinion. You're allowed to do that, especially being in this world. You know, in this world where you could sit in front of a microphone, you have a nice audience hanging out with you, and you can just push your opinion. You could just go for it, but you have to be prepared for the backlash. And clearly certain people are just not prepared for the backlash. And to watch them, you know, retract and be like, oh, well, you know, can't we all just get along? Like, no, you can't. You said it. So no matter what you say, you got to be responsible. How are people so afraid of trolls? Like, like, what do you give a shit? So they put a little meme of you jizzing all over yourself because the UFC got
And
canceled.
Your whole room.
Like, I mean, it's going to happen. You said things. You stuck your foot in your mouth because you wanted to go hard with your opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion.
But you got to ride with it.
People are going to disagree. They disagree with me. They disagree with Jessie. It is what it is. You know, that's the deal. But I don't like the fact, and this goes beyond Luke Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't like what's going on in the bloody elbows. Like, bloody elbow is
Yes.
public enemy number one.
So it's funny you mentioned, I actually pulled an editorial you were talking about earlier today about, yet again, another person trying to push their opinion, their liberal opinion on the MMA community under the assumption that the MMA community would fall for it and somehow back them, which was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's crazy. Listen, you political knuckleheads. First of all, are you running for office? Are you doing any of that stuff? Get off your fucking horse. I don't care if you're a fucking liberal or if you're a conservative. I don't care who you push. That's fine. Just keep it to yourself. Don't mix politics with fun. Okay? Stop mixing politics with fun. It's ridiculous. No more. No more. I don't want it anymore. I can't take this shit anymore.
I agree.
Someone says something stupid, they're a fucking liberal. Listen, liberals are retarded. I'm with you.
But it doesn't matter if they're liberal or
they're
not.
stupid. They're a bunch of knuckleheads. There's a lot of dumb liberals out there. I'm with you. But I don't have to mix it with my fucking MMA fun. I don't need that. I don't need it anymore. Enough's enough. If someone does something stupid, call them stupid. Not say, them damn Democrats. No, they're just.
No, I say them damn Democrats. I say that.
They're a stupid human being. That's what they are. They're a fucking stupid human being. That's it. Say that.
Yeah.
Well, why do you got to drag this stupid? I don't give a fuck about your agenda. I don't give a fuck about your agenda or my political agenda. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about your opinion on a subject. We talk about MMA, right? It didn't happen over there. The damn Democrat. All right. They're fucking idiots. They ruined my fun. We move on. We talk about the fucking idiots that went out there and said, this can't happen. I'm scared. It should have happened. The fights should have happened on the 18th. And then you got these people celebrating in the streets. It's over and done with now, right? There's nothing we can do. You have people celebrating in the streets saying, I win. Give me the bloody elbow article over here.
Editorial?
I need to hear this editorial. And you need to hear this too because, this just got my panties in a bundle, Jessie.
It's a little further down, but I'll give it to you.
It's crazy.
So
I just want to have fun.
So the editorial, by the way, like Moss said, this is from Bloody Elbow. The guy who wrote this is Trent Rainsmith.
Yeah.
And the title of the editorial is, "It Might Be Time for UFC President Dana White to Go."
Okay. It's time for him to go. First of all, I mean, just let this sink in. All right. If you don't like Dana White, that's fine. You don't have to like everybody. I'm not forcing you to like everyone. But to let Dana White go. Listen to this man and his article. And we're in a pandemic right now. Let's just fire the boss. Not hey. Let's wash our hands.
Let's just fire the boss.
Yeah, let's just get rid of him. Like, what the fuck kind of retard is this? Please read this. Please.
Okay. UFC President Dana White embarrassed himself. Wait, by the way, these are the opinions of
an idiot.
Trent. What is his name? Trent Rainsmith. And technically, as it has been titled an editorial, this is not supposed to be on behalf of Bloody Elbow, but Bloody Elbow did give him the platform to speak. So,
oh my God, Bloody Elbow is the rag.
I just want to make this
an
clear.
MMA rag website.
This is on their words as I'm reading this. He says, UFC President Dana White embarrassed himself in the UFC when he was forced, or was it asked, to cancel UFC 249 by the highest level you can go at Disney and the highest level of ESPN. Not only that, the manner in which White handled the announcement of the cancellation of the event further embarrassed those high-level executives. In fact, nothing that went down around UFC 249 reflects well on White, who is accustomed to making decisions for the UFC with impunity. White's plan was to hold the April 18th pay-per-view card to Tachi Palace Casino Resort and have the promotion regulate the event itself. The Association of Boxing Commission and Combative Sports gave the UFC its blessing on that part of the plan. What White didn't have was the approval of two of the most powerful people in California politics, Senator Dianne Feinstein and Governor Gavin Newsom.
Who are two idiots.
Not long before White announced the cancellation of the event, Feinstein released a statement regarding the fight card. That statement, among other things, said, quote, "I understand this event is scheduled to take place on tribal land and therefore is not subject to state law. However, at best, this event ties up medical resources and sends a message that shelter-in-place orders can be flouted. At worst, participants and support staff could carry the virus back to their home communities and increase its spread." According to the New York Times, it was Newsom who spoke to Disney officials about the event. Newsom issued a stay-at-home order for California on March 19th, an order that the UFC was prepared to violate with UFC 249. When it came time for UFC president to deliver news of the fight card's cancellation, White loused that up. The UFC president, instead of falling on his sword, which is often the expectation in these types of situations, wasted no time in placing the blame squarely on ESPN and that company's owner,
Okay,
Disney.
Hold on. He placed the blame, right? He placed the blame.
That's what he says.
He said that it wasn't blame.
Mm-hmm.
He basically said they asked him to step down. This is not blame.
Right.
And he respected ESPN. He said they had nothing but a good relationship. Mm-hmm. It said no bad words about this. It's not like he went out there and said, "Hey, Brett Okamoto, ESPN, they fucked up. It's their fault. It's their fault. We can't do this. I was going to do it, but ESPN, they didn't want it to happen, so it's their fault."
So basically,
That's blame.
He quoted what he assumed the blame was.
Okay,
quote,
please.
unquote.
I need to hear
All
this blame.
So this is what this guy thought. What was his name again? Trent Rainsmith, who wrote this article. This is what the quote from Dana White that he assumes is the blame on ESPN and Disney. He said, Dana White said, today we got a call from the highest level you can go at Disney and the highest level at ESPN. And the powers that be there asked me to stand down and not do this event next Saturday.
Okay, that's what happened though, correct?
Right.
So
and
that's not
now
blame.
He's saying that quote was him blaming ESPN and Disney.
But that is what happened.
Yes.
And this is the problem. If he said, you know what, listen, I want to have this happen, it's their fault.
Yeah.
They're the ones that didn't make this happen. I mean, it would have happened, but this is what they wanted, so I had to do it.
Right.
That sounds like blame. This doesn't sound like blame. And he followed up these statements saying nothing but good things about his relationship with ESPN.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, listen, it's an editorial, so it's supposed to be the opinion of the writer. So here's what he said after.
Okay.
All right. He said, not long after pointing the finger at ESPN and Disney, White stressed the only reason that event was scrapped was because of that call. He said, quote, everybody said I couldn't do this, White said, referring to staging UFC 249 during a global pandemic. He continued by stating, quote, I can do this. I can go next Saturday, and if everything ever happened in California where I couldn't, I have another place right now with an athletic commission and the governor and everybody's behind it. I can go April 18th. Let's make that clear. Trent Rainsmith.
So he's saying he has a backup plan.
Basically,
right?
That's what Dana White said, yes.
Okay.
Now, the writer said, quote, I doubt that's how ESPN and Disney expected White to deliver the message of the cancellation, but he did.
I doubt that ESPN and Disney give a fuck about what you're saying,
and he said,
Mr. Writer.
He said, and that reflects poorly on White. The handling of UFC 249 was White's first big controversy since WME-IMG, now Endeavor.
Can you just pause for I apologize, Jessie.
Sure.
How does this reflect bad on White? What did he say? Reflect poorly on White?
He said...
How?
He said, I doubt that's how ESPN and Disney expected White to deliver the message of the cancellation.
What
but
did he say wrong? What was he supposed to say?
Listen,
hey, I don't want to do this anymore? Like what is he supposed to say?
I think this writer is putting himself in the shoes of ESPN and Disney, and because he's very sensitive, he's clearly a very sensitive person, this writer, Trent Rainsmith.
Hey, Trent.
A bloody elbow.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait. I think because he's clearly a sensitive person, like little things get to him. It doesn't matter what you say, it will get to him. He's putting himself in the shoes of ESPN and Disney going, well, if Dana said that about me, this is how I would take it. Not under the assumption of how ESPN or Disney would take it.
Trent, do you have any relation to a certain Laura over here, Elliot? Because it seems like you just don't like him because of something else. Maybe you don't like the way he handles the fighters. Maybe you don't like him because he is a Trump fan. I mean, this sounds like another person just blanketing the fact that I don't like him for something else, but we're just going to jump on this because, honestly, this article makes zero sense. He clearly dislikes him for another reason.
It's so funny because reading this article makes me think of what Dana White said a couple weeks ago when he said some of the wimpiest people cover the most brutal sport.
Yeah, and that wasn't a well put together statement by the boss, yes.
But it's true. Like, this is a perfect case of it. Some of the wimpiest people here, the most sensitive people, are covering this sport.
The
It's
reason
crazy.
why I can't jump on Dana White for saying that, and that's not a very professional thing to say,
I think
right?
it's funny. I think it's
it is very funny.
professional.
But the reason why I back Dana with this in the UFC for not giving a fuck that he said that is because the media is. It's an accurate statement. Dana White literally just gave you an accurate statement. A lot of people say Dana White lies, Dana White lies. Most of the time, Dana White just
About
throws...
fights, about matchmaking.
Yeah, because you know what? He doesn't have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
He says this is going to happen, but he doesn't have a crystal ball. He just has to go at it because he's a promoter. That's his fucking job.
Yeah.
But lying... No, he gives you the fucking truth.
Trent is mad Dana banned him years ago.
It sounds like he doesn't have press credentials, King. You're probably right.
Ever
sounds
since
like that.
Dana made that comment, media has been on his ass about anything that comes out of his mouth.
The media is a disaster.
It doesn't surprise me this article erupted out of nowhere.
Showing the true colors of MMA media. It is ugly.
Yeah.
They are just dying for a story. They're drowning right now, MMA media, and they're just looking for any headline to throw out there. And I understand. Listen, you gotta drive traffic to your website. You gotta have those flashy, like with our thumbnails, we have to have a flashy thumbnail. I get it, but where's the integrity?
Yeah.
Where's like when we give our opinions, we're giving you our heartfelt opinions, but we're thinking about both sides here.
You have to play devil's advocate.
It almost seems like this guy is dancing on Dana White's grave for no reason at all. It doesn't make any sense.
No, he's just sensitive. He's a sensitive man.
Yeah, he is sensitive. Let's hear some more from this beautiful article.
really want to?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
hear if this guy redeems himself.
All right. He continued on by saying the handling of UFC 249 was White's first big controversy since WME-IMG, now Endeavor, purchased a controlling share of the UFC in 2016. He did not handle it well. Ideally, White and the UFC would have postponed all of its events because of the coronavirus pandemic at the same time as other major sports such as MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL. Instead, the UFC held an event in Brazil with no crowd and no coronavirus testing, and then set about finding a location that would host UFC 249 despite the climbing COVID-19 death toll. That decision was foolhardy, reckless, and could have resulted in catastrophe. With steadfastly refuses to acknowledge those facts, that's one of the big problems with White. He comes across as thinking he's the smartest guy in the room.
He's smarter than you, Mr. Reporter. This man runs the UFC. You write an editorial for Bloody Elbow. Like, he seems way smarter than you. Like, he literally grew I can't.
A complete sports organization.
From the ground, like from nothing. Like he took this thing that was a complete disaster.
Yes.
He got the right business partners to work with,
Yes.
and he grew a monster. And he's still growing a monster. It sounds like someone's fucking jealous.
The highest competitor in the entire sport. No other organization can compete with this right now.
This
Not
guy
even
is
Bellator.
clinically retarded. He has to be.
JBH, I was telling Drunk earlier.
Okay.
I have to get off Twitter.
Why?
I get too fired up. I locked this little Trent cum swallowing dirty liberal sack of shit up hard today. I had to chill on Twitter.
Yeah.
Drunk saved this guy an onslaught. Told me to chill.
Dude,
Respect, Sav.
I feel you, man. I get the same way on Twitter. So
Twitter's a mess. And in our Twitter, we can't even post anything. I don't know what the hell happened on Twitter. We are on a freeze.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't know what the fuck's going on. We can't even fucking verbalize how we feel. But knuckleheads like this could say whatever the hell they want. It makes no sense. I have no idea.
Because
Twitter's infuriating.
No, it's another liberal situation. And I don't
Now
hate
you're
on
saying
liberals. Listen, I'm not hating on liberals. I'm just saying, in my experience with dealing with liberals,
Listen,
there's
Jessie.
a clear barrier there
Okay.
that can never be penetrated because
In this case,
listen, I just have to say, I have noticed, I'm not saying all liberals. I'm just saying the liberals I have dealt with in the past.
And you know what?
There's no getting through. It's like a
Let me-
complete sensitivity shell.
And when I go
around
to
them.
the movies, Jesse, the black people don't shut the fuck up. That's what you're saying there, Jesse.
I'm not. I just said
you're
it's
taking
not-
a bunch of people and you're throwing them in one, lumping them in
I
one
don't know why
thing.
you're attacking me. I just said it's not all liberals.
I'm not
it's
attacking
just
you.
the liberals I've dealt with.
Listen, not all white people talk like this. Not all black people eat chicken. Not all fucking liberals do this. Not all fucking Republicans do that. You have your bad seeds. Listen, Democrats they're annoying. I get it. There are a lot of Democrats that are annoying. There's a lot of white people that are annoying. There are a lot of Chinese people that are annoying. So just throw something out there. It's the liberals. That is, honestly, I'm just going to put it out there. We have to stop this. These names. Just call them an asshole. Just call them a bunch of assholes.
No, it's the liberals.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's the liberals.
Even the Republicans. Who gives a fuck if they're a Republican or a Democrat? We're talking about a situation here. Clearly, the guy doesn't like Trump for other reasons, and clearly, he could be a liberal.
He's a liberal for sure.
But I mean, who gives a fuck?
So this guy thinks this is Dana's biggest controversy. So I guess he forgot about the second tape. Colby catching him with that hooker and him being Eskimo brothers with Shaw. This guy sounds like Kevin from Chicago's father. Dude probably complains during sex.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Thank you, Chrome to your dome. And let me just say this, too. And I love Brett. I love Brett Baratheon, great supporter of the show, and I understand his anger. Listen, when you hear stupidity over and over again, you want to fucking strangle someone. So I get you, Brett. I get you. But when I have arguments with people and they just start calling me names, I won. By you saying you're a liberal, you're a this, you're a that,
that's
that
not
means
always
you
true.
don't have the argument.
Sometimes it's just like an insult, you know?
Yeah, but
if
here's
you
the
call
thing.
someone a liberal, like immediately it's insulting because liberals are the sensitive little
But
pussies.
I'm
you
a
know?
professional arguer here, okay? And when
Well,
I
you
start
call people names.
and when I resort to names, I lost. I already fucking lost, and I know it. So when you start calling, that's a liberal, you know, that's an N-word, that's a fucking honky over there, that's a cracker, that's a gook. Like when you start saying that, then you lost, and I'm guilty of that too. So we have to stop with this political bullshit. We got to stop because
It's the
this has nothing to
liberals.
do with fucking politics.
It's the liberals.
Zeus, 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 Zeus.
There we go. Thank you, Ethan Roberts. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Anyway, I mean, there's more to this article. Do you want to hear this knucklehead keep talking about it? I mean, listen.
It's the same shit, like,
he is
over and over again.
This guy. It is mind-numbing. And how does bloody elbow? I mean, I guess there's just no news. Dana White's got to be sitting back, kicking his legs up, his feet on top of the counter, and saying, you know what? I love this. Let me shove some popcorn in my mouth because this guy sounds like a freaking genius, an absolute genius.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like lately, though, Dana White's been getting a little more triggered by things because he has to deal with the internet a little bit more because he's stuck at home. So I feel if he were to see something like this, of course, he would have something to say.
Let's be honest. We are all triggered. That gentleman that wrote that article, Dana White, myself, you, the community.
The liberals.
We're all the liberals. We're all in this fooked up world right now where the economy is.
I blame Luke Thomas and the liberals.
We have this pandemic. We have all this stuff going on right now. We can't live normal lives. And what we're seeing here is hostility.
Yeah.
What we're seeing online is people that are pissed the fuck off. And how do we stop this? How do we control this? Because it's getting out of control. Like listening to you read that article. I mean, when I read the headline, I'm like, what is this?
Doesn't it?
Oh, I can't stand those liberals. I mean, what do we do here? When Colby Covington said that he wants to go to the WWE, sounding serious, good, go. Because you know what? Even though I don't watch the WWE, they're still going. They're still trucking. Now they're an essential business in Florida.
Brother Cormier says, I blame just the liberals.
It's all the liberals' fault. And listen, let me make this very clear to you. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to piss off a lot of people. I don't hate Trump. I don't. There are some things he says that I want to pull my hair out, but I don't hate him. I think he's doing a decent job.
I think we're stepping too much into politics.
I don't hate the guy, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want people are going to be like, oh, Monster's a fucking liberal. Nah, I don't mind Trump. I don't. But I don't give a fuck.
I agree, MOS. You are 100% correct. Republicans, Democrats, all people. Dirty liberals are not people. They are worse than the virus that we are living through.
Oh,
I'm
God.
talking about the liberals. Guys like Trent. We let them get too far, and now they are woke.
Oh, I love this.
You know
I
what,
love this
Brett?
community. You guys.
I can't argue. I can't. I said my
Those
piece. You
fucking
said your
liberals.
piece. We move on. I mean, it was fucking filthy. All right, you know what? You convinced me. Fuck the liberals. Fuck them all. I don't care.
couldn't convince you, but Brett could convince you.
Yeah, you know what? Money talks. Money talks. Bullshit walks. All right. Anyway, let's get into this Colby Covington story. Is that the first
funny.
one? We move on. Let's move on and laugh.
Colby Covington wants to move to the WWE in 2021. He wants to make wrestling great again. Is what he said.
Perfect place for Colby.
Yeah. According to MMA Fighting, given his penchant for over-the-top quotes and his brash persona, it should surprise no one that Colby Covington envisions himself pursuing a career in pro wrestling someday.
Look what he's doing here, Jesse, by the way.
That's a
What is
wrestling
it?
move.
No, that's
Yeah.
a Khabib.
That's a wrestling move.
That's the Khabib right there.
That's
the
the
flying eagle, yeah.
The UFC welterweight contender has already dipped his toes in the sports entertainment waters as he and several other American top-team fighters joined their coach Dan Lambert to take part in an ongoing television angle with the Impact Wrestling promotion back in 2017. Now Covington has his sights set on joining the biggest wrestling company in the business, the WWE. Even with the coronavirus pandemic putting a halt to most entertainment and sporting organizations, the WWE has continued to tape no-audience shows at its performance center in Orlando, Florida, including its annual mega event WrestleMania, which was filmed in advance over a course of 3 days and aired across the 2 nights this last weekend. On the What the Heck show, Covington expressed his admiration for the WWE's performers, and he sees himself as a perfect fit for that world. Covington fell short in his attempt to wrest the UFC welterweight title from Kamaru Usman when they fought in December, but prior to that, Chaos put together a 7-fight win streak that included wins over former welterweight champ Robbie Lawler, former lightweight champ Rafael dos Anjos.
Hold on a second. We got a pandemic donation.
I'm a really open-minded person. In fact, I used to be a liberal, and while the right moved further right, the left has moved into the nut house. The liberals are the scum of the earth. It's gotten so bad I would gladly give up the First Amendment.
You know what's funny, Maddie? Listen, the inside my brain, like, what is going on here? I want to jump on that train in the worst way. I want to jump on that
But you
train
can't because
and
we
light
don't
the
state
liberals on fire.
political positions, Mom.
I would love to do it. I really would love to do it. In my heart of hearts, I would love to do that. But I just can't because I feel like if I do that, they win. That's what they fucking want. You know?
Maybe use far leftists instead of liberals. They are extremely sensitive, destructive people who are destroying American society.
True.
Oh,
On
boy.
a lighter note, Dana White is the man. Luke the wet bottom lipped rules like a baby, which Jessie and Chris will make by 2021.
Thank you, MMA whole baby. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting character. What's going on?
He's a fucking liberal.
Well, it seems like we know what side our chat is on. Let me know if you're a left or a right winger. I would love to know that in the chat. Might as well find out. I think I have an idea. Here we go.
Come on, get loud, MMA holes in the crowd.
Let's go. Come on.
Get loud, MMA holes in the crowd. Got MMA holes in the crowd.
MMA holes
in the crowd.
Yeah.
MMA holes in the crowd.
All right, let's see what Flat's got to say.
Fuck the left.
Fook the left. All right, thank you, Flat Earth, and everyone that's donated tonight. You're wonderful, wonderful.
I could go into this all night.
Listen, on the MMA, on not the MMA holes.
The politics.
Let's do it. All right, you want to play
This is my
politics?
place.
I'm down with that. On this channel, though, like I know the last one.
Yeah, no, we stay from like we can kind of.
If you want to go hard
them.
on it, sure.
Yeah, like
Not the MMA holes.
Our job is to gear them to make political notations.
Yeah, I mean,
not us.
You know, it's not I'm afraid to make like a hard stance on a side, but I don't live on a side. So I
You're
can't. I would be
independent.
a hypocrite if I went hard against the liberals. I want to, trust me.
You're like an independent.
I want to go really hard, but I would be a hypocrite because I have
Do you
arguments
have
on the other
some
side
liberal
too.
beliefs?
So I used to, not as much lately. I gotta say, lately it's swaying very hard on
I
the
have
other
to be
side.
honest with you.
Even my thoughts on guns have swayed as of late. I never thought that would be a thing, but even my
Wait, so you're pro gun now?
I am not pro, but I am not against it.
Oh,
Let me
my
just say
family's
that.
gonna love you.
Yeah,
They're gonna
listen,
love you.
That's a story for not the MMA holes link in the description. But I mean, I don't get it. Like I don't get it. It's kind of like if we're talking about pizza, and someone comes in.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Honestly, I've never been like this. I think the last 4 years has just pushed me over the edge. These people have been so out of control, so crazy, it's driven me crazy. Listen, I worked on an ambulance 15 years. My wife is a nurse. I've been driven to rage.
There you go.
I bet.
So I mean, listen, I'm sure you've seen things, you've been through things, so it pushes you. A lot of people have a strong belief in one side and then go to the other side. It happens.
What it is usually something happens in their life, like a big life factor that causes them to change the way they view things.
Sure. I still believe that I have a firm belief that you should teeter in the middle and you get the best of both
I agree.
worlds. You know?
I couldn't agree more.
And if I'm talking about pizza, hold on a second.
Colby Covington versus CM Punk would sell huge WWE.
It's true.
I agree. I think Colby's going to be a perfect fit. And we're going to get more into that in a second. But like I said before, if we're talking about pizza, I don't need to talk about shoes. Like I could be talking about, that pizza. Let me tell you about this pie. Fantastic. And then some knucklehead says, it's because of the shoes. We're talking about pizza. Like, what the fuck? Why do you want? It's because the guy that delivered the pizza had shoes on. But what does that have to do with the deliciousness of this pizza that I'm talking about right now? It's because the guy with the pizza had Nikes on. The shoes. That's what it's like when I want to talk about like the
it's
UFC.
Because of the liberals.
And someone jumps in with the politics shit. It's just like, I want to talk about the pizza, not the shoes. Why are you bringing the shoes into this? Because he had shoes on? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Why?
Shopping
That's why I got off Facebook. I have no personal Facebook anymore.
I don't like either. I'm for dictatorship and communism. If I was leader, I would have all the current elected officials beheaded. There should only be one voice that runs the whole country. Trump is just a puppet.
There you go. All right. Well, listen. I think,
In fairness,
all presidents.
all presidents are a puppet.
Yes. I mean,
Nothing they speak is
Trump
of
might
their
be
own.
the least of the puppets, though.
But he's still a
out of
puppet.
all of them. But yeah, all of them are
They're all
definitely
puppets.
puppets. All right. Anyway, what are we doing here? Colby Covington going to the WWE.
Someone
Jessie.
suggested we should do it. It's because of the liberals' donation.
The damn liberals ruining everything, man. You're taking away my guns. All right.
I already pretty much covered it. Covington wants to move to the WWE by 2021.
All right. So I think it's a perfect transition. He's got the shtick already. He is going to be a brilliant bad guy in the WWE. I want to see him run it back with Marty. I also want to see him hit a little T-Wood as well. Hit the T-Wood, hit the Marty, go to the WWE. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now.
What?
If Colby Covington goes to the WWE, I'm going to watch. I will watch.
You said that about Ronda Rousey. You didn't watch.
And you know what? I didn't watch live, but I watched the replay.
It doesn't matter.
I did watch.
But how long? Like 2 episodes?
She was barely on. So Ronda did like, what, a couple of SmackDowns here and
now.
there? No, she's not. She's retired.
Yeah. Well, no, not
Yeah.
now.
She did her. Like, she was the only reason why I would watch like anything that had to do with WrestleMania. If Colby Covington is going to be on a SmackDown or something, I'm going to watch. I'm gonna see how he pulls it off.
Yeah, I'd watch like 1 or 2 for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely do it.
But you know why? It's because of his mouth. You know, he's got that mouth on him. I feel like it would be fitting for WrestleMania or some shit like that.
You got me. I'm gonna watch. It is what it is. And then when it gets stupid and whatever, I'm gonna probably fade off. But I need to watch my Colby Covington over there. Let me know in the chat. Would you watch WWE if Colby Chaos Covington? Yeah, go pee. Okay. I'll talk to the chat.
Thanks.
If Colby Covington jumps over, let us know in the chat if you're gonna watch with a yes or no. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Monday show. It's a pleasure to be hanging out with my friends. Hell nah, hell no. I would buy stock. $37 a share. Yes, says Manny C. Nah, I'm good, B. No, says Chrome. No, says Sean Hart. Yes, says Villa. Fuck yes, says Philip. Hell yes, says GWE Wrestling. Gary, no. L. You know, there's a lot of no's in there. I understand. A lot of people don't like WWE, including myself. But I think 50% of the no's in the chat right now are afraid. I think for the people that don't like the WWE, it's going to be like, I'm trying to think of an analogy. But I have a feeling that the people in the chat that are saying no, I guarantee half of you will pull it up on YouTube and be like, I got to check this out. Actually, I'm going to go over half. You're going to be, I got to see what this is about. Because even myself that doesn't like the WWE, when Ronda went over there, I went over to YouTube and I was like, all right, where do I see this? I have to see it. And surprisingly, Ronda did very well. So, all right. A lot of no's, a lot of no's. People are hardcore. They do not like the WWE, and I don't blame them, but I think Colby might be the bridge to the gap. He might be a bridge. Or maybe people just can't stand Colby Covington, which is a possibility. If you can't stand Colby, then there's no way you want to go over there, right? So maybe. Wow, Jessie, what do you think about that? A lot of the audience is saying that they would not go. Not
Are
like.
you surprised?
I think there's a lot of liars.
Well, you think they're gonna?
I think it's the liberals' fault they're saying no. No, I think there's a lot of liars.
Say they didn't watch and then go and
because
watch.
It's like a car crash. You know, it's kind of like you don't want to watch a car crash, but if it happened next to you, or if it's on the same station, you might look at the car crash. You'd be like, oh, let me check this out for a little bit. Yeah. I feel YouTube is a place.
You don't want to be a rubbernecker, but you are a rubbernecker.
Yeah, YouTube is a place where you're scrolling through, you're bored at night. You know, you can't sleep, and you're just scrolling through that YouTube, and then you see the thumbnail of Colby Covington coming off the top rope. You mean to tell me you're not going to click on that? There's nothing else to watch? There's a chance you're going to do it. And I'm calling you out, motherfucker. Here I am, brother. I'm calling you out. You're going to be watching that WWE. You can mark my motherfucking words. Oh, they can't curse over there. All right, what's the next story, Jessie?
A WWE talent has tested positive for the coronavirus ahead of a live Raw event on Monday night.
Oh, my God. This throws a whole monkey wrench into the situation, Jess.
Now, Moss, you said earlier that it was a doctor, but they're saying talent.
It's an athlete.
Huh.
It's not a doctor. No, right. I said that the doctors said he was fine. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
I said he was cleared. He was fine. Nothing serious.
Well, according to MMA Mania, WWE is getting back to business of live television on Monday night with its flagship program Raw, which adds insult to injury to all the fans and fighters who were hoping to see UFC return to action this weekend on ESPN, especially considering that WWE had someone from its roster test positive for coronavirus, the entire reason most of the world in all major sports have been shut down for the last month.
Yeah, they didn't release the name. They didn't release the name yet, right?
The on-screen talent has yet to be identified, but the rumor mill suggests a broadcaster was to blame.
He blew him in the back room.
According to a statement from WWE via ESPN, they said, quote, "A WWE employee has tested positive for COVID-19. We believe this matter is low risk to WWE talent and staff as the individual and a roommate became symptomatic in the days following exposure to two people working in acute healthcare on the evening of March 26th after WWE's TV production on a closed set was already complete."
Now, what is WWE going to say, though? Are they going to be like, it's really serious?
Well, this is what they're saying.
You know, like, I mean, I'm going to play the other side of it. I don't think it is serious. I'm going to go with them on this, but what if they just came out like, yeah, he's gonna die? That would look good.
They continued on by saying the employee had no contact with anyone from WWE since being exposed to those two individuals, is doing well and made a complete recovery. They also continued to say, "We believe it is now more important than ever to provide people with a diversion from these hard times. We are producing content on a closed set with only essential personnel in attendance following appropriate guidelines while taking additional precautions to ensure that health and wellness of our performers and staff. As a brand that has been woven into the fabric of society, WWE and its superstars bring families together and deliver a sense of hope, determination, and perseverance."
All right, a couple of things on this. I think it's, listen, I don't want to just talk about the WWE because we're the MMA holes, but there is a connection here, and I'm going to talk about it after this point over here. You look at this picture, Jessie. You know who these two are, right?
Yes.
Okay, it does look like it's a little, I don't know, there's a couple of things you could say about this picture.
Vince McMahon.
Yes.
And Kurt, what's his name?
No, that's Triple H.
Triple H.
Yes, Triple H and Vince McMahon. Now, you look at Triple H's face over there, and all he's thinking is, I'm going to fuck your daughter, and I'm going to take over the WWE. That's all I see with this picture. And you know what, Jessie? That's what's happening. Don't you see it here?
He fucked his daughter, but it wasn't for the intention of taking over
I will
the WWE.
fuck your daughter. Like, I'm right behind you, buddy. I'm going to fuck your daughter, and I'm going to take over the WWE. That's what's going on. Okay. So when this happened, as soon as it was released that the WWE had the coronavirus, what happened, Jess? Everyone started rising up. Pandemic donation.
Took my son, who's almost 7, to SmackDown in Milwaukee last December. He loved it. Now we have Xbox games. He's got a belt. He sucked me back in. I had to take him to a live event. It's a must as a kid. Now I'm back. We watch often. Not as great as before.
Yeah, I can't get into it, man. But I understand for kids. If you have families and your kids are into
Moss,
it.
would you get
I was
your
into it as a
sons
kid.
into it?
When I was a kid, I was into it. But I don't think I would want to get my kids in now. I don't know why, because then I would have to watch it, you know? But then if the kid goes to school and all his friends are talking about wrestling and they're playing with the toys, and then my kid comes home and says, I want that. What are you going to do? Say no? You got to be like, all right, fuck it. I watched Hulk Hogan when I was a kid, you know? So I would have to give in.
What are we going to do when our kids get older and we have to do live reactions, say to like a WWE event because we lost a bet or something like that? Are you going to have your kids sit here watching a WWE event?
Yeah, I would. If the kid was old enough, yeah. Because then I could kill two birds with one stone. First of all, watching a WWE event has to have, all the stars have to line up. Because we dodged that bullet the last time. It's got to be a punishment for something.
Yeah, it is a punishment.
Yeah, because I don't want to sit through 12 hours of just WWE. I can't do that. But who knows? Down the road, if there's some punishment and we lose or something, then we'll do it. But we'll talk about that then. So
you lock your kid in the next room?
I'll lock him in the closet. No, but and thank you, Brett, for the donation. So when this story came out about the talent from the WWE popping for COVID-19, what happened? All the liberals. No, I'm not gonna see now. I'm doing it.
Come on, Moss.
Well, everyone that was against the UFC throwing their event was like, I told you, it happened. Celebrations happened. Oh my God, shut down the WWE too. Well, that's not really what happened, though.
Yeah.
The WWE is still moving on.
Yes.
Now they're saying it's an essential company. Do we have that story?
Yes.
That we have to go into that. And they're still moving forward. Now, hopefully, this person that has the coronavirus, hopefully they are fine. And what they're saying is true.
Maybe not. Hold on. Let me just...
Because if that's not the case, then we have a problem here. But if he is fine and he got the coronavirus, he could have got it from anywhere. It doesn't have to be from within the confines of the WWE. It could be from somewhere else. I firmly believe that the UFC can pull off an event, especially if it's at an island, and they can get away with no one getting infected. I really believe that this can happen. And the WWE is still moving forward and no problems. So we're using the WWE as a guinea pig right now in Florida. Now, here's a story about WWE being an essential company.
just have to refresh.
Just tell me what that's about. And actually, before I do that, we got a donation here.
Super chat.
My older brother is retarded and he loves WWE.
Retarded. Retarded. Why are you laughing? That's not funny if someone's retarded.
I love a good retard joke. All right. Anyway, I'm kidding. That was funny though. Maybe I should have laughed as hard as I did, but that was funny.
Yeah, that was a little much.
It is what it is.
His older brother's retarded.
It's retarded. He's a retard. Let's get this donation and we'll get to the story. Oh God.
Oh.
Shopping
I love it.
during a pandemic.
Oh, hold on. The Rock is coming in.
If you are a fan of Agent Orange, I got 2 words for you. Suck IT. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Oh my
Save
God.
this show early.
Oh
because
my
Stone
God.
Cold said so.
We usually don't, but because that was such a brilliant donation,
Well, we usually do lately.
we'll add the 2 on. All right, hold on. Another one slipping through the cracks over here. Thank you to the donations tonight. Oh God.
Bobby Lashley is the one who got corona in WWE.
Bobby Lashley. I have
I don't
no
know who
idea
that
who that is.
I'm assuming he's a wrestler.
Bobby
All right, thank
Lashley.
you, King K. We don't know for a fact, but it's possible. I mean, I don't know. All right, so here's a funny story. I'm gonna put a spin on it, but go ahead, Jessie. Give me the essential stuff.
So, according to ESPN.com, the WWE has been deemed an essential business in Florida and will resume live shows. Orange County Mayor Jerry Deming said Monday, allowing the company to resume live television shows from its Orlando training facility and Full Sail University in Winter Park. The decision, outlined in an April 9th memo of Governor Ron DeSantis' office, could open the door for other sports to resume in the state. According to Demings, the WWE initially was not designated as an essential and therefore not exempt from the state's shelter-in-place order, which took effect April 1st and runs through April 30th. That decision was reversed after some conversation with DeSantis' office, Deming said during a Monday news conference. Essential businesses that are supposed to remain open during Florida's stay-at-home order include those in the healthcare, financial, energy, food, communications, and transportation sectors. According to the memo sent by the governor's office on Thursday, recent additions to the list of essential services in the state include employees at a professional sports and media production with a national audience, including any athletes, entertainers, production teams, executive teams, media teams, and any other necessary to facilitate, including services supporting such production, only if the location is closed to the general public.
So how did the UFC not jump over to Florida?
Disney. It doesn't matter if they're considered an essential business in Florida or not.
You're right.
Disney can still say no.
That's true. Mickey shut down. So if Mickey shut down, UFC shut down too.
Yes. A spokesperson from the DeSantis' office told ESPN on Monday that such services were characterized as essential because they are critical to Florida's economy. Asked if that would apply to the UFC events, the spokesperson said the memo does not specify specific sports as long as the event location is closed to the general public. The UFC has suspended all events and does not have time frames for a return, though UFC President Dana White has made it clear he wants to resume as soon as possible. Starting Monday with its Raw program, WWE will run live shows without fans after several weeks of taped programming, a spokesperson confirmed to ESPN on Saturday. WWE has 3 TV shows per week: Raw on USA Network, NXT on USA Network and on Wednesday, and a SmackDown on Fox on Fridays.
Well, listen, I'm not against, maybe I'm in the minority here, but having entertainment be essential,
Yes.
I'm kind of with it. And let me just say why. We are going through a situation that is a pandemic. Okay?
Yes.
We are all going crazy right now. If there is a way to keep things, at a minimum and still provide entertainment like YouTube channels or anything, people are finding ways to still entertain people. If the WWE can pull it off, if the UFC can pull it off, it should be an essential thing. We need to consume things. We have all this stress, all this depression. We got a virus chasing us around in the air. Can't touch anyone, can't breathe on anyone. It's a fucked up time right now. If it can be pulled off, so be it. It's essential. If my brother has to go and work for the city, if my aunt has to go and work in the hospitals, those are necessary things, right? Entertainment to me is necessary. It's essential. So I am not against it. And maybe I'm crazy. Well, I probably am crazy, but I'm not against it.
So
are you?
They were saying that the level of mental health issues that are arising, people who have mental illness and stuff like that, are increasing ever since this whole quarantine thing that happened. So that's one thing that I could say is maybe people who have shit going on in their heads that are mentally ill need those types of distractions that are normal to them. So by having a sport or an entertainment thing like this as an essential business, it distracts those who are mentally ill, and it keeps the suicide rates down, and it keeps the domestic violence down and shit like that. So I can understand it if you look at it that way.
Yes. The biggest killer out there, it's not disease. Well, I guess it could be considered disease. It's stress. Stress is what's killing everybody. That is the thing. If you're sick, don't get stressed. But we're surrounded by it. A lot of people, I've seen people that have aged significantly because of stress. And some people find their way into the dirt because of stress.
I have 6 gray hairs and new wrinkles under my eyes.
She's all fucking stressed out.
And I'm only 23 years old.
Yeah, she's dying. Stress is a real thing. So I feel that entertainment should be something that we should look into. There has to be a way to keep people occupied in some way. So I am not against it. Jessie, we have to get to something here because I didn't realize how fast the show is going. We have, and if you want to, this is a segue over here. If you want to alleviate that stress, if you want to make yourself feel wonderful, it helps us over here on the MMA Holes. There's only one way to do it, Jess.
Mystic Roots is a boutique organic hemp farm located in the Pacific Northwest. Mystic Roots provides a type of quality and product that you will absolutely not find in those old CBD companies. All of Mystic Roots products are homegrown on a trusted Oregon farm and completely organic, so you don't have to worry about those other extra fillers or additives that those other CBD companies don't tell you about. Visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description and get free shipping on any order over $35, as well as the best quality flowers, edibles, extracts, and cosmetics. Use promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for up to 15% off your entire order. Ever since we started using Mystic Roots, we've never wanted to turn back to any other CBD company once again. Visit Mystic Roots. That's Mystic Roots with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, and get up to 15% off your entire purchase.
15% off the best CBD in the world. Link in the description. Get your discount.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDeciphers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, and get a limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDecipher if you want to add some excitement to fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDecipher with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, and get a limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 as a welcome bonus to make some extra cash on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI. Do you put your body to the test day in and day out, Moss?
I do, Jesse.
Do your muscles feel so stressed and fatigued that it hurts just to get out of bed in the morning?
All the time.
Well, whether you're a rigorous athlete or a hard worker or just Mystic Moss, you want to buy a massage gun that provides the best therapy in the market. Faragon provides an all-in-one massage and recovery tool. Faragon helps you release muscle tension, soreness, and recover faster. Use the link in the description below to theragun.com/holes and start using a deep muscle massage treatment unlike anything you've ever felt. Again, head over to theragun.com/holes. That's theragun.com/holes and get a $40 saving with 2 free attachments to start feeling better, moving better, and recovering faster with tension and soreness relief.
I love Faragon. It makes me feel
wonderful.
Say goodbye to toilet paper with affordable premium bidet attachments by Luxe Bidet. Upgrade your bathroom with Luxe Bidet's beautifully designed bidet attachments featuring chrome-plated water pressure and a temperature control lever for a more elegant look. Luxe Bidet attachments features user-friendly control knobs that are simple to operate. Simply connect your Neo bidet directly to your toilet or sink water supply to deliver your preferred level of water enjoyment. Use the link in the description to Luxe Bidet and check out using promo code MMA-Hole. As you know, that's MMA-Hole, all one word, and get 10% off your entire purchase. When your bidet arrives at your door, you can register your product on Luxe Bidet's website to extend the product warranty from 18 months to 2 years, and then you can use your registered bidet ID as a $5 coupon code towards your next purchase. Once again, use promo code MMA-Hole at checkout with the Luxe Bidet link in the description for a cleaner, healthier, happier butthole. Happy bidet.
Hold on, hey, Bat, what are you doing over here? What the?
ESPN cried hard writing that story. Libs.
Oh my God, those damn libs. Thank you, Brett Baratheon, for the donation. And shout out all our sponsors. Link in the description. Get your deals, your discounts.
Those liberals.
And no liberals are allowed to use our discounts. How dare they? Thank you, Brett. We're going to just play through some donations over here. We got the Save the Show coming up as well. And hopefully we can extend this party. Because
it's already been an hour?
It flew by, Jess. Flew by, but we got out our points. We have so much more, though.
Pandemic.
Wrestling being branded as essential is nothing more than one rich dude doing a favor for another rich dude. Don't confuse with this move as anything else. It doesn't mean it's safe or risk is low when it comes to getting infected. It's dirty politics and biz.
Man, that sounds very liberal, Jesse. Kainoto, I didn't know he was a liberal. Is he? You think Kainoto's a liberal?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's rubbing off on me, this liberal talk. Thank you, Kainoto, for the donation. We have another one coming in from Squid Jones. Squid Jones coming in.
Super chat.
The Attitude Era was the best. But tried to watch wrestling a year ago and couldn't make it through. It's just not cool anymore.
You know what it is, Squid? You grew up. I think that's what it is.
Well, there's still grown adults.
There's a lot of grown men, and it's weird when they pan the audience and you see like all the grown men in the audience. You're like, where's the kids? You got to throw a couple of kids out there, right? But
well, there's kids.
I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Squid Jones. Now, here's the deal. We want to save the show. We got 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to start the timer, and this is where we open up the phone lines. If you save the show, we got plenty more stories to get to, so let's extend it. Jessie, how does it work?
All you have to do is send in a donation through the Streamlabs link in the description or through Super Chat. Whatever the denomination of your donation is the amount of time we put on the clock. You have to do it within 5 minutes, and you have to say save the show in the donation. So, for instance, I donate $10, and I say blah, 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 save the show. That means 10 minutes, because of your $10, goes to 10 more minutes of the show. Bam!
You ready, Jessie?
Ready.
Let's start the clock. All right, the clock is going. Are you a hero?
Wonderful.
I need a hero.
All right, squeeze another story in over here. Jesse?
MMA photographer Anthony Causi dies at 48 from coronavirus.
Yeah, this guy is all over the place.
I think you're going down too far. You have to.
Hey, where the hell is this
go
guy?
to the very top.
Oh, there's no picture of him?
Oh, man.
Come on, Jesse. What the hell kind of
Did
news?
show a story.
There's no. Oh, hold on. I'll click on the link. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
This poor guy, man. Shit, 48.
According to BJPen.com, sports photographer Anthony Causi who was responsible for some of the most iconic photos in MMA history, has passed away at age 48 from coronavirus. Causi was a photographer for the New York Post, and the publication who he worked for broke the sad news that he passed away Sunday night in New York City after succumbing to the coronavirus. He is survived by his wife, Romina.
Oh, hold on, Jesse.
Don't you dare!
Oh my God, Flat Earth is farting! Oh! Everyone fart in the chat! Wow, 20 more minutes onto the show.
To get you to
Save
moon
the
me.
show.
Oh man, that's
no
a save.
more mooning.
So what we got? 22 minutes, Jesse?
Yeah, I don't want any more sweaty butts in my face.
Wow. Holy smokes. 3 minutes left in the save game. And thank you for the donation. Yes, unfortunately, this man, Anthony Causi, who had some fantastic pictures.
Yeah.
Very talented guy. I don't know if they show. Yeah, he passed. It's really sad. Look at these pictures. These are some iconic pictures this guy took. There's the chicken getting choked. And there's some more, but I don't know. I guess you got to go to... this is IG over here. Really screwed up, man. Virus is a real thing. Listen, I mean, you know, as much as we joke around over here, I get it. Look, he's got all the sports picks. Oh, is he a New York guy? Here's my Mets. Los Mets.
Save show. Who wins? KHABIB versus Prime Matthews? Shout
Hughes.
out to RX on the day of his birth.
Oh, shit. RX. That's right. Happy birthday, Mr. XR.
Oh, I got to sing the RX.
You add 5 to the extend. Thank you, Drunk Savage. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Shout out to RX. He turned the big 1-4 today.
I'll sing them after the Save the Show's over.
Hell yeah. So,
Although,
yeah.
I have no voice, so good luck listening to it.
It's going to be beautiful, Jessie. We got to beat the ceiling, too, as well. Brett Baratheon coming in with the super chat.
Beat Resident Evil 3 last night.
Nice.
Save
Oh,
show.
congratulations. All right, we add 2 more minutes onto the clock. Thank you, Brett,
Wonderful.
for the donation. How about the people saving the show? How many minutes do we have additional?
29.
29 more minutes. That's wonderful, wonderful. If you want to add to that clock over there, drop a donation. Say the save. We'll open up the phone lines. We'll get to some more stories. We'll do the 100-like pump. And hell to the Yizzy.
Where did you come up with that, by the way? Hell to the Yizzy.
Shopping
H to the Izzy.
pandemic.
H to the Izzy. Jay-Z.
I'm as much liberal as Moss's legs are buff. Still love you though. Don't get me wrong, I miss MMA, but what's happening is unprecedented. Fuck it, let's allow handjob parlors to remain open since stress relief is essential. You guys just have to wait.
Man, see, I disagree. Add the 2 onto the clock. But yeah, I disagree. I honestly believe, I mean, the WWE is still going forward. They have one person that is sick. We don't know all the details of it, but who knows where they got it, and did anyone else get it, you know? Rogelio dropping to 5. Colby Covington. Get him,
Save
Brett.
the show.
Get him, Brett. Attack. How dare Kainoto. It sounded, I don't know, man. Kainoto, listen. You're a great guy. You're a contributor. I think you're a liberal. After that donation, I think he is. It's okay if you are. Don't be afraid. But
Did you see what he posted of you earlier?
No, what happened? Let me see. Where is it? On the community?
Coda Kainoda.
Hold on, let's go over here. Let's see.
It was funny.
He loves me.
Go to users up at the top. I'll show people how to use this page real quick if you're looking for someone in particular.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Users, and then type in Kainoto or just KAI or like the first couple letters of his name.
Okay. The MMA-Holes.com.
It was really funny. Now click on him.
Kainoto.
And it'll take you over to his page.
Oh, look at that. Time's up, but at the buzzer, we got the boobies drunk with another 10. Hey!
I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filth in mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits.
Every time it's got one line.
$10 tip.
Pervert
cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Unleash the boobs.
Save the show.
Oh, drunk, thank you. At the buzzer.
46 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Save that show.
Look what Kainoto posted.
Yeah, so that is
He's
beautiful.
even got the old one in there.
I love it. Yeah,
You
the
see
old
the-
man Moss. Old man Moss. Wonderful. That's beautiful. It's my ejaculatory
Oh God!
face.
When I first saw this, I died. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Should I make that my profile picture?
It's just all your stupid faces. He's got a rainbow over your head. Like,
Listen, I love it, man. I love it. We need more of this stuff. Drop more of this stuff on the community section. I love it.
It was funny.
You got to get it in. Get it in. All right. So how many minutes? We got 47? 46 minutes. Thank you to the people, man.
Don't add an extra minute they didn't pay for.
I really know that this is a tough time, and the fact that you guys and gals come back and donate and support this show, it's completely wonderful. We appreciate it, and we're going to keep moving forward, and we're going to entertain throughout this coronavirus, thanks to you, the peoples. All right, I'm going to play a word, not a word. I'm going to play our song over here. And then I'm going to start the clock. We're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to get it popping tonight on the MMA Holes. We got to beat the ceiling too, Jess. Actually, when she comes back, let's beat the ceiling. Man, oh man. What are you guys doing about haircuts? I got to get the top cut over here. It's getting a little too floof. But Jessie did the sides. Look at that. I think she could do my sides. We're good. But what do you guys? I've seen some people, some personalities that can't get their haircuts during this whole situation. And they look like shit. My mom cuts my hair. There you go. Justin's mom. What's your point? Bald moss. That's easy to do, right? Relax, broski.
Super
We got Dave
chat.
coming in with a super chat. Dave, super Dave.
Smash those likes.
You know what, Dave? Just because you just said smash those likes, we're going to smash the ceiling. Right?
Oh, I gotta sing the RX.
Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. 100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA holes. Pump the lights. The dislikes can choke on a carrot.
Shout out to the likes in the chat. We got 242 with 114 likes. Not sure. That doesn't add up. Like the video. Spike the shite out of it. Jessie, you ready for this?
I'm ready, Moss.
Are you ready to bring the
I'm
heat?
so fucking ready.
Are you
Can I
fucking
get a
ready?
hell yeah?
What do you want?
Can I get a hell yeah, brother?
What happened to your voice?
I lost my voice 2 days ago, so it's just coming back.
It sounds like a puberty Hulk Hogan. Can I get a what?
Can I get a hell yeah, brother? No?
What? Why are you muting me? What the fuck are you muting me for? Give her a hell yeah. All right, Jessie, here we go. I can't find it.
You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's up?
Pause it.
Hold on a second. We can't play this song without the little graphic. Where is it? Hold on. Where'd it go, Jessie? Oh, I found it.
Come on, Moss.
There we go. Now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna do it, Jessie. Yes! Yes! Sing it, Chrome!
Hello, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's up, Jessie and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
No way!
Drunk Savage. What's up, Jessie and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
I can't believe you're calling right now. Drunk Savage, what's on your mind?
Not much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have a respect for everybody in the chat.
MMA holes.
Vlad's one of them. Kevin from Chicago. AMH, I mean the knitter.
I'm just enjoying this.
I can hear you.
Hi, this is Billy.
We have Sean Hart.
Hey there, what's up, man?
What's up, Pulse?
Oh, it's Justin Jr.
Fuck you, Chrome.
So Kaino,
RX.
Mark Bro, Heavy Mike Rook, D Russ, Sean Man, Vigo, Big Bob, Basically Dragon White, Nick C, Vigo South, Country Dong, Shannon Stewart, Bro, hell yeah. Benjamin, CC 2.0, Peter Phillies,
Jeremiah. Hey, Lee W. Michael Anzalone. MMA holes. Man, what a wonderful, wonderful community.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, I feel it. I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel swole. What's that later slap this?
I
All right.
like biting your shoulder.
I know. I had to go to the bathroom and wipe your face off my shoulder, too.
What?
Nah, that's all right. I still love you, Jessie. You're the best.
I spit on you.
Okay, Jessie, you ready?
I'm ready, Moss.
Give the song to the one, the only,
Oh,
your
yes.
RX.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear RX. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
That was beautiful, Jessie. That was beautiful. All right, so when the people call in, what would you like to talk about with them?
Well, I want to know what they think about Colby Covington going to the WWE, to be honest.
All right. Do you want to read a story before we give them a good topic to call in on? Because, I mean, we were talking about a lot of shit when it comes to
we can.
The WWE. We only got to that reporter. Yeah, let us know about Colby Covington, I guess. Talk about whatever the fuck you want. Drunk Savage Matt Hughes, of course, is better than Khabib Prime Matt Hughes. Train.
You're crazy.
He survived a train. I can't see Khabib surviving a train. I can't. I think the train would beat Khabib. So
I think you should get hit by a train.
Did you knock on wood?
I didn't mean it.
I know how you are. You better knock on wood.
I was just kidding.
Oh, the people!
559, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hi, Jessie. This is Vigo. I just want to say shout out to all the Vigo. We really love all you. Very good. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Manny. Bye.
All right.
It was good to hear from you, Manny. See?
No, it sounded like flat. You thought it was Manny?
Pretty sure it was Manny.
I don't know.
Super
I think that was flat earth.
Big ol'.
My brother cut my hair. It looks retarded.
Retarded. It's retarded. Why do you laugh so much at that?
How many people is Travis from Boston?
Retarded.
He might be. How many people got their hair did and it just didn't work out? Like, how many people got the cut and look like the guy from Dumb and Dumber?
From who? Like a family member?
Or the dog? I mean, whoever is available. Yeah.
You need your hair cut again.
I need the top because it looks retarded.
Oh, you filthy animal suck.
Have you beat God of War? I missed yesterday's stream. Save the show.
Not yet.
All right. We did not beat it, and it's going to take a while, so don't worry.
What did you say it was 25 hours of gameplay?
Yeah, it's like 25 to 30 hours. So
that's crazy.
If you want to see some gaming, dysfunctional gaming, go to the second channel link in the description.
516-522-0267. Call and let us know what you think about Colby Covington moving to the WWE. Also, Jon Jones and Adesanya going back and forth on Twitter, Moss.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even get to that.
No.
We probably should, since that's on the thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
The thumbnail. Yeah, they did go back and forth.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get into that story before we take the next
Well, it's
call.
not really a big thing. Jon Jones got busted by Adesanya. He made a tweet and then he deleted it. So he got caught for the tweet and delete kind of thing.
Tweet and delete.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the tweet? It was actually...
So it's funny because Adesanya actually screenshotted it. It was a picture of Adesanya being KO'd on the floor with an oxygen mask on, and Jon Jones...
Oh, hold on. We got a call.
201, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Is this Mr. Queef? Is this Mr. Queef? Oh, man. I wanted to speak to Mr. Queef. Listen, Jess, we got 14-year-olds that watch the show.
I wanted to say something so bad.
Listen, when you got kids watching the show too, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Sometimes you gotta.
I hope our sons don't turn out like
that's
that.
That's, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Queef.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, Jon Jones.
What's up, drunk?
Those goddamn liberals.
Damn liberals. You don't like them liberals down south, do you?
Fuck no.
Drunk, are you a conservative, like a far-right Republican?
Look, I'm fucking American. I don't really claim a party, but
I don't know what that
I can't
is.
stand the Democrats right now.
Yeah, they're on the shit end of the... Is it the shit end of the stick, Jessie?
I think that's how it is. I think that's how it's said.
They're over there. They're on that side, for sure. Yeah, what's going on?
So I fucking laughed my ass off when they call it fucking WWE an essential business.
Yeah, it's your state, man. What do you think?
Well, it's Florida. We give no fucks here.
You should be proud.
We're gonna stay fucking hurricanes.
You should be proud. You should be proud, Drunk.
There's a lot of crazy people here. That's why I say that my ass is fucking side.
I tell you what, those people are heroes. Because if there was no WWE, what would we watch? I mean, even sumo now, according to the chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, sumo has been axed because someone got the COVID, you know? So WWE's our only hope, fake fighting.
Yeah. So I think Colby Covington could do real good over there as a heel.
Yeah, right? I mean, I think that was the plan. You come up with this WWE persona, and you try to get that belt with the UFC. If it doesn't work, if it does work, you still have that backup plan. He would fit perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck, I want to see him versus Woodley before that happens.
Agreed. I concur. I wanted to see Ronda Rousey fight one more time. You know, I wanted to see her bounce back one more time before she
maybe
left.
her head bounce off the canvas one more time.
Yeah, she ran.
Oh!
She was crying and acting like such a biatch. And then look what happened. Even after that, after a hack, what's wrong? What? Like, what was that?
What's going on?
I don't know. My brain is not.
I think he's drunk. Have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah, I've been hitting the bottle. Even after acting the way she did.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. I got it out. She still got open arms coming into the WWE. Everyone loved her. She was a big superstar over there, and she was barely there. She dipped, and now I hear she's bitching and complaining about WWE fans. It's crazy.
Boss said,
Never happy.
Boss said, must be like, with drunk.
I know. I don't know. Listen, when you do the show for over 3 years, it's like having a lobotomy. If you can see the, I mean, I don't know what the hell happened to me. I become full retard. I don't know. It's my new persona. It's anyway. Yeah. So you think Colby's gonna do good?
Yeah, he can. I mean, he needs to work on his promo. I mean, you can kind of tell when he does his stick that he's reading from the script.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Memorized.
I want to see him trotting around like these strippers in WWE, like all these dirty strippers walking around.
They're not strippers.
They're not strippers?
In WWE, no, they just dress that way.
I'm saying Colby strippers. I want him to bring the strippers over to WWE.
Sorry, Ma. Sorry.
Get with it.
I had mistaken what you said.
Yeah.
And the girls there, WWE used to be a bunch of hoes, but I guess they cleaned up since they're all PG now.
Yeah. What happened to Vince? Is he sick or something?
No, he's still there.
I don't watch, but I haven't heard or seen anything from him.
Still like.
He's on fucking suicide watch after the fucking XFL failed and fucking filed for bankruptcy. You see that shit?
Yeah, you think third time's a charm with the XFL?
I don't think he's gonna go there again.
It's crazy, huh?
I heard he like invested $500 million or some shit.
Maybe the XFL is the coronavirus, Jesse. Maybe that's why we got the corona.
Maybe you're the coronavirus.
I feel like I have the coronavirus after having all these brain farts, and because of the liberals. Maybe the liberals are giving it to us. I don't know. Anything else, Drunk?
Hate the liberals. Fuck them.
By the way, Drunk,
goddamn snowflakes.
Before we let you go, I just have to let you know, I got the victory royale on Fortnite today, so you can suck on that big fat cock. Hang up, Moss!
Okay.
No, don't hang up.
He's got to say it.
Yep. You gotta let me say it.
What?
You know. You suck. We got 2 in a row. You suck. Slayer top nuts.
There you go. Take that, Jesse.
I'm not allowed to hang up on anybody anymore.
Take that. Drunk Savage says you suck. Yes. All right. 516-522-0267. We got 36 minutes of showtime. Give us a call. I mean, yeah, Jon Jones going back. Let's show this tweet by the Bones. Can't keep himself. I think this is.
Oh, this is the.
Hold on. Is this the Queef? Mr. Queef? Oh, the Queef is saying something. Oh, damn. You know what happens?
Oh, I was talking to him in his language.
The Queef, when someone, because there's someone in the background 2. So as soon as the background ruins
starts
it,
talking, they hang up.
there can't be any words when the queef calls.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Here's Adesanya getting knocked out.
Yeah.
On oxygen.
Jon Jones tweeted, wasting all that good oxygen. Someone wake this bitch up and change his tampon. Which is actually a pretty funny tweet if he'd left it up. But then he deleted it. And I'm assuming he deleted it because he realized he was giving Adesanya attention and people were going to call him out on that, saying that he wasn't going to give Adesanya attention.
I think this is someone that made him delete it. I think someone in his circle said, nah, Bones.
Yeah, because it's not in his best interest career-wise to give Adesanya any attention right now.
Once you tweet something out there, I don't think Adesanya got it. I think a fan slid into his DMs and said, here's the picture of the tweet.
Well, regardless of the situation, Adesanya had the tweet on a screenshot. He had it. And then he put, retweeting this tweet, also saying, did he do a post and delete Dwight? I've been KO'd once and I never made that mistake again. How many times have you been arrested? How many times have you pissed hot? How many times have you had your belt taken off you? Someone answer these. You never learn, you pulsing peak toe pussy. Because Jones said peak toe at that.
You what?
Pulsing peak toe pussy.
I think he's a pulsing pussy.
What?
That's what I heard. So the pulsing peak-toe pussy. All right. So hold on. We got a pandemic donation.
Ethiopian.
Rousey's is so cringy on her YouTube channel that she makes Kevin Lee and Amanda Nunes seem very charismatic. The look on her face right after Nunes stomped her is priceless. I wish Herb Dean let that fight go another 10 to 20 seconds. # free Yamasaki.
Free Yamasaki.
Thank you, Ethiopian. I have... Ronda Rousey was pretty much the first athlete that I consumed with my eyeballs in the UFC that I actually really liked and then really loathed. Like it was like it was up like now. It wasn't a lot of people didn't like her, but I mean,
Izzy tweeted John first fake news 10 to 9 Jones.
There you go. King K is calling him out, and that's true. Yeah, because he said, "Hey, pussy, you still there?"
Yeah.
So that's true. Yeah, Izzy did start it. You're not wrong. Hey, pussy's still there. Yeah. So yeah, Ronda Rousey, I loved it, man. When she came in from Strikeforce, in fact, like that's when I started getting into it. Ronda like was fighting in Strikeforce, and Miesha Tate, I remember yelling at the TV, "Cupcake." I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. Like she was fighting in Strikeforce. Yeah, that was her name, Miesha Cupcake.
But you were yelling for her.
I was
or
literally.
against her?
My ex can confirm this. I was standing in front of the TV rooting for Miesha Tate, and I didn't even know who the hell she was. I just saw a pretty girl in there named Cupcake. So I'd be like, "Let's go, Cupcake!" I was screaming at the TV, not knowing. And then I later did not like Miesha Tate either. But Ronda Rousey busted down the door into the UFC. Dana White says there's no females that are gonna fight. Ronda's like, fuck that. I'm going to do this. Gets it done. Mauls everybody.
Jon Jones was drunk and coked out when he tweeted that.
Yeah, possible. It's very, very possible. Rogelio, thank you for the dono. And I was on board. I loved it. Ronda Rousey was like a Mike Tyson-esque fighter at the time. Yeah, you could say her competition wasn't the top of the line, but it's all they really had for her. So they threw these girls at her. And, I mean, she did beat Kat Zingano. She did beat Carmouche. She beat some decent female fighters. She beat Miesha Tate multiple times. And if you look at the math, right, with Holly Holm with the head kick, Miesha Tate chokes out Holly, takes her belt. I mean, anyone could win. So Ronda's run up was spectacular. It was fireworks. When she was fighting... What happened? What? Well, just let me know.
I didn't know. Just drunk said something in the chat that I was thinking.
Okay, what?
So he said you were rooting with your cock.
I may be. Yeah, I thought Ronda was cute coming in.
Miesha Tate when he said let's go.
Oh, he was 100%. I wanted to show my cock in her cupcake.
No, you were rooting with your cock. Like you thought she was pretty, so that was a reason to root for her.
Hence why I wanted to shove my cock in her cupcake. That was the follow-up joke. So the Skyrise, and that's what I regret. I wish you would have seen that with Ronda Rousey coming up because it was like must see. And actually, you caught the tail end of the Ronda Rousey hype. I remember when you came in. So it was fun. Like it was like everyone got around the TV. It's like, all right, whether you're rooting for her or against her, you were watching Ronda fight. Then she gets mutilated twice. The first time she gets mutilated, it's just like the world is over for Ronda. Then she comes back, the world's over again, just gets destroyed, right? Handle it terribly. Before that, she had the Ultimate Fighter. She was a complete cunt on the Ultimate Fighter, and I think that's when the tables really turned. You know, where people just started jumping off the Ronda train. She just didn't come off very well on the Ultimate Fighter, and people started to see her real personality fast forward to now, after the WWE and all this shit, her YouTube channel. What do you think of that, Jess?
I don't watch it. I can't watch it.
Why?
Because of her voice.
It's not her voice.
Yeah, I can't.
What about everything else?
Everything else is annoying too, but her voice is the most.
Her and Travis Brown on this ranch, milking cows and doing here's how she sounds like a donkey, like she he-haws when she talks. And she's feeding her plants and watering her plants and feeding the animals and doing all this shit. And what is going on with Ronda Rousey? Is she getting the last laugh, or is she making an ass out of herself? No pun intended.
I don't think she realizes how cringy she is. You know, like I think a lot of people who are in the public eye are like that. They don't realize how cringy they might be until. Maybe.
I mean, we don't realize how cringy we are.
But wait, the thing is we set out to be cringy.
That's true.
Our whole show is wrapped around being cringy. That's the fun part about it.
Mm-hmm.
If someone like Ronda, who's not setting out to be cringy, is cringy, then it's like,
maybe she is.
It's kind of unwatchable.
Is she? I mean, because it's incredibly.
She would say it. Anyone who sets out to be cringy would say they're setting out.
So you think, like, when she plays video games in bed, do you think she doesn't realize she's being cringy?
I think she thinks she's cute. I think she thinks, like,
people whacking off to that?
People care, like, in some weird way about it, which some people do, I guess, but it's just not for me. I can watch a lot of female YouTubers with no problem, but she's one that, like,
it's bad.
Like, it's pretty unwatchable, you know?
Yeah, check out Ronda's channel if you want to slit your throat. All right, phone lines are open at 516-522-0267. Let us know what's on your mind, as we'd love to hear what is going on during this quarantine. You want to talk about Bones and Adesanya going back and forth. You want to see that fight, Colby Covington going to the WWE. Do you like Ronda Rousey? What do you want?
516-522-0267.
Oh, we got the queef back.
Why did you make the E at the end?
I wanted to switch it up a little bit.
It was funny. It would have been funny if you guys went back and forth in your queef talk.
We ran out of things to say.
But then you went hee, and it just ruined the whole thing.
We ran out of things to say, Jess. I don't know.
732, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Justin Jr.
What's up, Justin?
I was just thinking, man, the Colby thing. He's all good for the WWE. There's a couple. Look, I don't watch the WWE, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. You need, a kind of a bad guy attitude, like a tough guy attitude. You need a persona, charisma. Colby has all that, and the UFC. Colby's getting paid decent, but he's not getting paid what he should be over there right now. And Dana White, the UFC, they're obviously not treating him as good as they should be. And even before the Kamaru fight, he said this Saturday night, obviously he was thinking he was going to win. He didn't know he was going to get beat up. He was like, I'm going to win, and then I'm going to leave the WWE. If Dana puts that belt on me, I'm going to smack him over the top of the head or something. But what's your thoughts on that?
All right, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. What do you think the the UFC thinks about this? Like, Dana, doesn't like Colby.
Yeah.
You think Dana's just like, get out of here. Just leave already? Or do you think he wants to see him stay? You think he had enough?
I don't know. I feel maybe he's just looking for opportunity at the current moment.
No, I'm talking about Dana White. What do you think? Does he want to get rid of Colby, or
No, Colby's a good money draw. Why would Dana White?
Because he doxed him when he's running around with the other girl. But Dana White might hate
people, but he's a good businessman. He knows what brings money, and Colby Covington's he brings money.
I have a feeling there's something that tells me that Dana White's probably like, yeah, get out of here. I think Dana White's kind of had enough of his shtick. I do believe that. Dana could make money no
smart.
matter.
He doesn't let his spitefulness get in the way of his business.
I think he could be spiteful. Hold on a second. I got to say. All right, 516-522.
Why don't you keep a conversation with him? It's funny.
What? Well, other people want to call, Jess. Oh, fuck. God damn it, call back. I'm sorry about that.
Hung up on
There was like
callers.
7 callers tonight.
There's 2.
Well, no, they just keep on overlapping each
There
other.
was
I hit
2
all the wrong
callers.
thing. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Call back. Call back.
Making excuses.
But somehow the queef gets back in.
I'm so sick of this quarantine. It's gotten to the point where I've been stroking my salami to 2 girls 1 cup.
Yikes.
It's been a while since I've dicked down my girl from school.
Oh.
My mom caught me jacking it because I started to breathe so heavily.
Thank you, Justin. What a donation.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
It is.
832, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Pulse?
What's going on?
Not too much, not too much. I just wanted to commend the both of you on providing a quality stream during this quarantine.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, you got it, you got it. I sent something in the mail. I guess it's going to be returned to sender. I know somebody's birthday's coming up in about a month.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I hope it doesn't. I hope they don't just throw it away. But
Yeah.
I've not been having good luck with USPS.
So,
Who knows?
when did you send it? Did you send it last week?
Yeah, about 7 days ago.
Okay, so we should get it. So anything that has been sent within this week, we're not receiving. But if you send it like a last week or a few weeks ago, it's fine. We should get it, no problem. Actually, we should make an announcement about that. It's good that you brought it up too. But I appreciate it, Pulse, and I don't want any birthday gifts this year because we probably won't have a P.O. box set up for a couple weeks after we move, so it'll be difficult for us to receive things. So we can skip my birthday this year. It's totally cool.
No, send it when we get back. When we get to Arizona.
But it'll take a couple weeks to set up a box.
That's all right. Once we set up the box, then they can send you the presents.
But yeah, we should receive yours, Pulse, because you sent it a while ago. We should receive it.
All right, it's good news. Yeah, drunk is my artwork. So that's all I really have to chime in about. And I was gonna ask, can either of y'all spit a wrestling promo? Y'all have those skills?
Jessie could. Well, you want to hear it? Hold on.
Wait, what?
A wrestling promo, Jessie. Gotta give it to us.
No way. I don't know how to. No.
Like say like.
Don't
all
put me
right.
under pressure like this.
Say WWE is going to be April 18th, okay?
No.
And you're a Hogan
it.
voice or
Here we go. Let's see it.
No, it would be funnier if you did it.
No, it's not. Have at it.
Nah, Jessie, you got to do it for us. Everyone say Jessie in the chat. Root her on.
That's not gonna do anything.
A
It doesn't
promo.
help me.
Tune in.
Do one.
Yeah, tune
All right,
in.
Let's hear it, Pulse.
Okay, here we go.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, Pulse.
Okay. You guys are watching the greatest podcast on earth, the MMA Holes. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Oh, shit, Jess. What do you think? Thank you, Pulse.
We should clip that.
That was beautiful. That should be the start of your fight briefing.
Yeah, we should clip it. All right. So just before you open up the phone lines again, just to piggyback off of what Pulse said, our P.O. box is closed now. Like we took it out of the description a week ago. So don't send anything to us. We will not receive it. It will be returned to sender. Don't send anything. It's being closed down. So Pulse sent his a while back, so we should receive his no problem. We've had people sending us emails and messages about sending stuff. Don't send anything right now. When we move to Arizona, we'll set up a P.O. box and we'll let you guys know where you can send it there. But in between now and then, don't send anything because we won't receive it. It'll be returned right back to you. So
yeah. Also,
we're moving, guys.
We are moving. It is a done deal. It's happening. And this glove over here, the Tony Ferguson glove, we still have this thing. We're going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be the first Fight Buddies back. We're going to be doing the giveaway to the glove. So when the UFC comes back and we do a Fight Buddies, we'll be giving out this glove. We'll send it anywhere. All right. So shout out to Texas veteran for getting this in our hands. He is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. Let's open up the phones. Here we go. What's the number, Jess?
516-522-0267.
Yeah. Let's talk to the people. The people need to get their voices heard. The coronavirus is still going down. 773, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
You know what it is, you bitch ass. Dana White.
Yeah.
Dana White. So, I was watching an interview a couple weeks ago, and someone said something about him having bosses. And what did Dana White do? He freaked out and said, "Bosses? I don't have any bosses. F you, blah, blah, blah." You can tell it struck a nerve with him.
Mm-hmm.
And after last week, what happened? He said, my partners said it wasn't a good idea, this and that. Basically, his boss has called him up and said, "I'm shutting this shit down. Dana White, you ain't the boss anymore. There's people above you. People at Disney, people at ESPN, Ari Emanuel, the president of IMG. Dana White's not the boss anymore. UFC sold out. They sold out to go corporate style, mainstream, with Fox Sports and ESPN. Back in the day, they could have got away with this. They could have did things on their terms. But now they're beholden to a bunch of Jews at Disney and ESPN, and Dana White doesn't call the shots anymore.
Okay, so
He used to it.
yeah, all right. Is that it?
No, and another point is, but I did want to make this point, though, regarding Dana White. I'd still rather have him as the figurehead. I mean, pull up a picture of Adam Silver real quick, the commissioner of the NBA.
Why am I pulling him up?
You got to pull him up. You got to look. You got to see him.
All right, yeah, I don't care what he looks like, but why wouldn't we want him?
Because he's a weasel. He's a freaking weasel. He's a dork.
Oh, so
we don't
because of
want
his
someone
looks?
like that. We need Dana White in the combat sports realm because he's freaking savage from Boston.
Yeah, but do you think it's because
real.
Dana's better looking? That's why you like him better? Like,
No, it has nothing to do with that. You dork. It's
well,
has
you're
to do
saying
with
pull him
Dana
up
White.
to look at him. What does that have to do? Like looking at him, what does that have to do with him? How is he can do his job?
You talking about Adam Silver?
Yeah.
Because he's a nerd.
Is he black?
I mean, no,
Ah.
no, he's not.
Okay.
He's Jewish.
He's a
But-
black Jew?
That explains it.
He's a Hebrew.
Kevin
Yeah.
from Chicago doesn't like the
And
Jews.
how about this? Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
What happened? She sent in a letter. She shut that shit down. Guess what tribe she's connected to? Feinstein. And
Let me
she
guess.
put the kibosh on that.
It's the Jews'
senator
fault.
from California. Yeah.
Who are
You know,
worse,
put
Jews
that
or
ground.
liberals? Like if you had to choose, or Jewish liberals have to be the worst of the worst, right?
It's all the same thing. Two sides of the same coin.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do you hate the
I wanna
Jews so
finish
much?
My point regarding Dana White, though.
What is your
Even
backstory?
though-
Hold on a
Yeah,
second. But
I'd
why
like
don't
to know, like, why do you hate the Jews so much?
What is
What's-
your thing with the Jews? Because I noticed this is a reoccurring theme.
Because they killed Jesus Christ. They pushed usury. Why don't you study a little history, dude? You got to study your history. They'll have every answer in the book for you. Regarding Dana
okay,
White,
it makes
though.
sense now. Yeah.
Regarding Dana White, real quick, I still want him as the figurehead.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are tuning into Scott Coker post-fight interviews? How many people are tuning into Sugar Ray Cefo's post-fight interviews?
Mm-hmm.
There's something about Dana White, man. He has a personality, his brashness, his tell it like it is. There's something about that's refreshing.
Okay.
So I think that sets the difference apart. That's where I'd rather have him as the figurehead, and everyone's saying he needs to be fired and this and that.
This
That's
is like two
ridiculous.
different calls, though. Like, I'm a little confused now. At the beginning of the call, you were kind of bashing him, and then now you kind of like blowing him. I don't understand how this works, Kev.
Well, I'm just saying that he's not the boss anymore. He's not
Yeah.
the main guy.
Does he have to be the boss, though? I mean, if you think about it, he made a shitload of money. He's just working for fun. Does it really? I mean, technically, does he really give a shit? I mean, I kind of think he is the boss.
No, he's not.
No?
Exactly my point. He cashed out. He
Yeah.
cashed out. They sold the company.
You do
and-
realize he could have had this event go. He could have. It was on an Indian location, right? Reservation, excuse me. And he could have went through with this. They asked him, "Please, can you stand down?" But he could have said, "No, I'm not going to stand down."
But then he would have lost his partnership with ESPN.
Maybe, but he didn't do it for the better of the business. So it's not that he's the boss. He's not the boss. It's that, listen, when you have other people that are putting a lot of money into your company, he's not working for these people. He's working with these people.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says they're partners.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, right? We're sponsored by, Faragon and ESPN Plus and all these other places. Are they my boss, or are they helping us move forward with this business? More like an investor,
No,
right?
those are your sponsors. You're not beholden to them. You
Okay.
can do your own thing. Dana White is beholden to them. He is using their platform to broadcast his product.
Okay.
With Disney and ESPN, it's a completely different situation. Dana White, he has to listen to them. If they call up and say, no, that's not a good idea, you're broadcasting your product on our platform.
Wait, so
you can't just do
so
it
is
regardless.
YouTube our boss? Because we're broadcasting on YouTube. Is that our boss?
If YouTube comes down and says, hey, your content is breaking our guidelines, then yeah,
Hold on, we got
pretty much your boss.
we got a donation.
I swear to God I've never seen Yucko and Kevin in the same room. Moss, please, you're gonna offend us liberals. Please call them First Nation people. Now let me eat my soy burger and double ionized alkaline water.
Kevin, have you ever heard of Yucko the Clown?
No.
Check him out. You guys have a very similar effect to your voices.
All right, but you get what I'm saying regarding Dana White. People see him as the boss. He's like he calls all the shots and everything goes through Dana White. He's the one who's running things. That's not the case anymore, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
I said that whenever they sold to WME-IMG, Ari Emanuel, he has a big say now. Now the people at Disney, they have a big say. The people at ESPN, they have a big say. Dana White is just a figurehead. He's just a loudmouth they put in front of the camera to draw in people. But I'd still, at the end of the day, rather have him than some weasel like Adam Silver. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Oh, I like leaving him on a little extra.
I don't understand it.
I like it
Moss.
because it's
Just let him make his point.
he
and then
literally
move
he
on.
made 2 points and they were completely on different ends of the spectrum. And listen, Dana White, okay, he when him and the Fertittas, made that big deal, he made a shitload of money. He stayed on board. He's the face of the UFC.
During a pandemic.
Dana White is the UFC. Let's be honest here.
Hey Justin, when you turn 16 you can make this booty clap. Check the expiration date, this booty is still good. I love dark meat but I just can't help it. I can't sneak out like I used to and double team some Bamo Tambo dick with Kerry in porta potties.
Thank you, Ann. Wow.
Oh, man.
Ann H, man. After that $400 donation, I didn't think she was going to donate again, but she's clapping the booty. Thank you, Ann. Holy smokes. 516-522-0267. Get your calls in. We'll talk about anything. I don't give a shit. Right? What do you want to talk about? Just anything else?
I want to talk about why Kevin said he hates Jews because they killed Jesus.
That was hilarious. That was the best part of the call.
Jews killed Jesus and you.
So what are you doing?
What's up, Aiden?
Hi.
What's going on, man?
What was I on for?
Aiden, do you like Jewish people?
Sure.
What are your thoughts on the Jews? You like them?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they're not bad, right? Why does Kevin hate the Jews?
Because he's a stupid penis.
That's true. He is a stupid penis. All right. Anything else, man?
No.
All right,
Bye.
thanks.
We just did that to a 12-year-old child.
What?
We answered the phone like...
Well, I said it. We have kids that watch us, so I mean, I see these things. That was a great call. That's Aiden.
I didn't expect him to answer that time.
It's Aiden, man. He's gotta get his voice heard. Aiden calling up.
516-522-0267. 631, you're live with the MMA Hills. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hello?
Hello, what's your name?
Hi. I was just coming to call about the Tony and Khabib fight. People are like saying that Khabib had like a better chance of beating Tony, but I don't believe he did, because if you look back at the Abu Dhabi fight between Poirier and Khabib, Poirier is not really an experienced grappler like Khabib is, or Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And he got Khabib in a rear naked choke. I don't know if you guys were watching the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he was more experienced, he could have finished that fight. So I feel like Tony is not getting the credit that he should get, because I think that Tony's a better striker and he's a better grappler. Like, maybe not wrestling, but submission-wise.
All right, now Jesse, what do you think? I mean, listen, I'm with you, man. But Jessie, on the other hand,
Now,
may not be.
Manny, can you just repeat? Did you say Tony is the better grappler or KHABIB?
Well, KHABIB is the better grappler, but Tony's like the better submission artist.
Listen, Manny, I think that KHABIB is better all around.
That sounds racist, Jessie. How do you know his name is Manny?
I do appreciate your opinion, Manny.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Manny.
No problem.
Now, what would you do, Jessie?
Because you didn't deny it.
What would you do if that not is that's not Manny?
It's definitely Manny.
What if it's not?
631. He calls in all the time.
But what if that isn't Jessie?
That's
And you just
definitely
called.
Manny. I have no doubt.
What if he's Jewish?
and he
and
killed Jesus?
That's Shlomo that just called, and you just called Shlomo Manny. Then what are you gonna do? 516-522-0267.
why'd you hang up?
Because I want to get this call in.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's name? What's on your mind?
Hey, this is actually Manny. See,
you
stop!
Shh! I don't want to hear it. I already talked to Manny. This is not Manny. Hang up, Moss.
Oh,
Hang up.
No, this is the real Manny. See, actually.
So let me ask you, Manny. Manny, the person I called before was not you.
No, that wasn't me.
I feel so bad. I just called some random caller Manny. Like 5
What are you doing?
What are you talking about, JBH? You call every caller Manny.
God damn it.
This guy's probably like, what?
He's like, okay, thank you. Hangs up.
Yeah. He probably didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, you're the worst, Manny. You're the
Oh
worst.
my God. Jessie just thinks she knows it all, man.
I'm just expecting Manny to call and throw it in my face that he called. So now I expect everyone to be Manny.
Oh my God. Look what you did. You ruined her.
Thanks, Manny.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, I actually agreed with Kevin some, believe it or not, because whenever Dana White was talking to ESPN, it kind of seemed like for the first time ever, he was kind of regretting signing with them, right? Because he worked so hard to make it happen, and for the first time, he wasn't calling all the shots. Someone else with more power pulled the plug.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel that at all whenever he was talking about
Manny,
this?
are you a liberal?
He seemed discouraged. He did seem discouraged by the situation, but I think he realizes, listen, there's a lot of money involved here. As much he moved on to the island thing. So that's why I'm curious on how this is going to pan out. Like if they do put together this island, I still think Dana White's going to move forward here with or without ESPN. I think he's going to try to do something. So either he drags ESPN aboard or this island just magically vanishes. If the island goes away, then we know ESPN's got him by the balls.
Hey, but yeah, talking about that island's going to be kind of crazy. Can you imagine having a bunch of fight camps on an island?
It's nuts. Yeah, it is.
Like after the fight, these guys, I'm sure you guys have hung out with some fighters. I can just see this going really badly where groups of fighters after the fight on the street, right? And then what about when someone gets seriously hurt? Are you going to have a medical facility there?
Apparently that's the plan. They're going to have doctors on set. The thing is, though, if there's a serious operation that needs to be done, you got to think they're going to have to throw them in a helicopter and they're going to have to fly them to a hospital. And this is where it does get a little hairy. What if they got the coronavirus on this island and then they go to a hospital and start infecting people? That can be a problem. I understand the concern with that, but they say they got it covered. I'm curious to see what the plan is.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. I have no idea how this thing goes, but it's going to be interesting to see. The other thing y'all were talking about was Colby going to the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the problems with 99% of MMA fighters, unfortunately, are severely boring. I mean, it's who wears a Jeremy Stevens t-shirt, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's hard. So, I mean, shout out for Colby for being the ultimate cringe, but he's one of the few that can at least make people talk, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he can. I think he can move the needle over there. I think he could be a fantastic heel, like Drunk said, and he fits perfectly. He really does. He's got the shtick. He knows how to make people dislike him, and that's what the WWE loves. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's one of the few that can make it. Yeah. And then last thing, do you guys ever watch old fights? Any old fight that you can remember? I was just watched Spencer Fisher versus Sam Stout. Did you ever watch that?
Oh damn, man! Fuck what? You just spit all. Jesse just spit all over me. Hold on, I apologize, Manny. But what was that? What happened? What the fuck?
I said old school fights. Did you guys ever watch like really old fights?
We like to go back. I would love to. We spoke about this idea before, where if these fights don't happen anytime soon, we should do Fight Buddies, where we all watch old fights together and relive or live for the first time. A lot of people haven't seen a lot of these fights, and go back and watch them. It's refreshing. You know, you feel like you're watching them for the first time if you've never seen it before.
Yes.
Because you are.
I was right recommending any fight GSP before he lost to Matt Serra was fantastic.
Oh shit!
He used to fight so much different.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And then Spencer Fisher versus Sam Stout. That was classic.
There you go. I mean, you know what? That's
All
what
right.
people should do. Thank you, Manny, for the call. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Later.
I want to hear in the comment section when this thing shuts down. The comment section down below. What was your favorite fight back in the day, whether it was Pride or whatever? Let us know in the comment section.
during a pandemic.
Now, we'll get to why Jesse spit all over me. I'm not sure what that was about.
Colby is definitely going to make it in the WWE. He's going to crotch sniff Pat Patterson, LOL.
Yes, he will be very good, Jesse. He will be very good. Thank you, Roberto, for the donation. Jesse, you think he's going to be good?
Yes.
Yes. Now, why'd you spit on me?
I was just laughing. I didn't mean to.
You just gave me the
burst of
COVID.
laughter that came out of nowhere.
She has this thing where I don't know how to say this without it being dirty. Like her juices just fly out of her face. I don't know why. She collects a lot of juice in her face and she just spits. She spits on me more than anyone's ever spit on me before, and I don't know why. I can't figure out.
What if they go to the island and then bring back some kind of disease like leprosy, but worse? Huh? Jesse prematurely spitting on moss.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. They could leprosy. Bring back leprosy. Leprosy was a badass disease. All right, let's take we could probably squeeze a couple more calls in. 516-522-0267. I'm looking forward to Fight Island. Jesse, you pumped up?
Yes.
Yes.
And H, it's the knitter. What's up?
Hold on, a lot of people calling in.
What's up?
And what's going on?
Shopping during a pandemic.
Hold on, we got a donation coming in.
Doc Antle from Tiger King wrestles 20 tigers at a time in the pool. KHABIB needs to come to Murica and stop playing with teddy bears on a chain until he does. I don't want to see that ridiculous video again. Doc also has 4 wives and they don't wear sheets.
There you go. Doc Antle. Thank you for the donation. Hey, Ann.
You know there's a new Tiger King episode out right now.
Is there? Ooh, we gotta check it out. What's going on, Ann?
Tiger King. Hey, what's going on?
Did you watch the Tiger King?
That was some donation. Wow.
Yeah.
Did I surprise you?
It's a
Did
doc.
I surprise you guys?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, your donation. Yeah. That was crazy, Ann.
I'm banned for life. You know that.
So you're, yeah. Oh, so you weren't seducing Justin? That wasn't you?
Nah.
Oh, a bummer.
I don't believe you.
Bummer, man. I was all pumped up about that.
Oh my God. Oh, I just want to say happy birthday to RX.
Hell yeah.
Aw. Happy birthday, RX.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, RX. Hit the 1-4. Do you remember when you were 14, Ann?
God, that was a long time ago.
Many moons ago. Me
No.
too. Many moons ago, Ann. I don't remember. I remember when I turned 13 and I was in the car with my dad. This is how much of a little cunt I was. I was in the car next to my dad. And my dad's like, so you're a teenager now. And I'm like, yeah, shouldn't leave me alone. Like, I remember like, just get away from me. I was such an ass. Like,
Yeah, I never did that to my parents.
yeah, just like, I know. I don't know why. You never went through
Because
that?
you were a spoiled brat.
No, I wasn't spoiled. I was just an asshole.
I think you were spoiled.
There's a difference. There's an asshole and then there's a spoiled asshole. I was just an asshole.
I can't say I've ever done that to my parents.
Oh, yeah. You were a fucking saint.
Yeah, but I never
Sure.
did that. I never said leave me alone.
Oh, man. This is a great question from the chat. It's from Brother Cormier. He wants to know when was the first time you had your first foot job? Let me think. I think when I was 13. All right, Ann. So what else is going on, Ann? What's going on in the world of NH?
I think Colby would be great for WWE. Yes, perfect candidate.
Yeah, right? The chaos. The pride from Oregon, right?
Okay.
No? Oh, no.
He's good as a person. I mean, I know it's all put on and it's great. Yeah, he does his good bad guy routine. He's okay.
But not a fan.
He's a really good person. I'm just not a fan of how he does it. But, you know, we all got to have our bad guys and, you know, he does a good job. Like I said, he draws people in. He, you know, gets some money, gets people in there, you know, watching. So.
Yep, Colby Covington, he's an interesting character. And you're not in the minority. A lot of people don't like him.
During a pandemic.
We got CONOR.
I think JBH and Moss should make a baby and train him to become the ultimate warrior fighter for the youth. Happy
agree.
birthday, RX. Points, RX. BTW, my new niece will be born with tonight or tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Shout out Drunk and NH.
Congrats.
RX and Justin Jr.
That's awesome, dude.
What are they doing during this pandemic? How do they
So my
delivering
friend
babies?
just delivered Bailey. She just delivered
Whoa.
a baby
Oh, time's up.
on Easter. She had an Easter baby, but they're not
Easter
allowing.
baby.
Yeah, but they're not allowing the father or any other family members in during delivery. Like she had to deliver on her own.
Is it true Easter babies come out of the vagina like Jesus? Like they're like...
Did they disappear right away, too?
They move the stone over. The vagina lips.
They're gone. And who knows when they'll be back again.
Do they do that, Jess? Like a beam of light comes out of the vag, and you see the lips just spread open.
I love this show. I love it. Just
No?
to forget about this stupid
No?
virus crap and being cooped up and
No.
wanting to kill my neighbors the other day, but other than that.
You killed your neighbors, what?
Well,
Shopping during
they're
a
crowded together,
pandemic.
having a good time the other day, whatever.
Anna and I
we're
got
all
down
here
and dirty
suffering,
when
and
I
none of
put
our
it in
families
her.
come
I
near
couldn't
us,
feel
you know, because
anything.
it's
She's
not
stretched
supposed
out
to
more than a
gather
woman giving
in groups.
birth
Hold on.
to twins. Slow down, NH.
Hold on a second. I got to replay something
Derek
here.
Lewis, I can just read
Hold
it.
on. This is Derek Lewis. I got to play this again.
It's not gonna replay because it's still up when you clicked.
Here we go.
Check mark.
I'm going to play it for your end. You're going to love this donation.
Okay.
It would have worked better if it's played, but it's not going to play now.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, I might as well play it.
All
It's
right.
stuck.
Derek Lewis said, "NH and I got down and dirty when I put it in her."
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Pandemic.
Derek can say it for himself. Here.
Anna and I got down and dirty when I put it in her. I couldn't feel anything. She's stretched out more than a woman giving birth to twins. Slow down, NH.
That was Derek Lewis.
And are you stretched out more than a woman giving birth to twins?
But,
It's the Black Beast.
Are you?
God, no.
Oh, man.
And I had a baby, so I don't have any kids, so that would be difficult.
Well, listen. The Black Beast never
None
lies.
that I know of.
Yeah.
Maybe there's someone out. Maybe there's one out there I don't know of.
Maybe. A little Am running around. Half
That stretched you out.
half beast, half An. Half knitter. Oh, stop it, Jesse. Come on.
Oh my
And-
God, I can't picture another NH out there.
Yeah. Well, Ann, listen, it's always a pleasure hearing your beautiful voice, but unfortunately, the time is up and we got to get out of here. Any last words?
Yeah. That's where. Love all you MMA-Holes. You guys are great.
Love you, Ann.
I love you all.
Hold
Love
on.
you
Derek
guys.
Lewis has something
You
else
guys
to
are great.
say.
Anna and
it's the
I
same
got
one.
down and dirty when I put it
How
in
many
her.
times
I
did we
couldn't
do
feel
this?
anything. She's stretched out more than a woman giving birth to twins. Slow down, NH.
Why would he say that again?
Because you clicked it too many times.
Man, oh, man. All right, Ann.
Good night. Love you guys.
All right, we love you too.
Love you, Ann.
I don't know why he said that again, but I wish I had that donation on standby.
Mm.
You know, we could just play it anytime Ann calls. Derek Lewis chimes in.
Yeah.
All right. Just what are the rest of the stories, and we're gonna get out of here.
Shopping
Oh, hold on a second.
Pandemic.
It's Derek Lewis. No, it's Connor Hernandez.
Unfortunately, I cannot see the baby until the end of next month only because we are moving my bro and his family across the country for his residency for the hospital.
Oh.
Frown, I finally become an uncle and she moves away. Frown, fuck Corona.
That's unbelievable,
Yeah,
man.
man, that sucks.
Corona blows, man. Corona can eat my ass. Right, Jesse? And just like that, we have a shirt. The coronavirus can eat my ass. It sure can, Jesse. See? It can eat my ass. It's at MMAHoles.com, and we have the Kung Flu shirt over there. So if you want some Corona or some other stuff, go to the MMAHoles.com. Just real quick, Jesse, if you can, just give us the rest. I know you just hate delivering the rest of the news, but just come on. Give us a little tease.
It's not necessary.
You don't have to read the stories. Just tell us what's
Jon
up.
Jones and Adesanya, we already said, went back and forth on Twitter. So that happened. Also, Khabib Nurmagomedov is teasing a September return. He's doubtful of the pandemic's end by then, but he says if it does, then he will return in September.
Fake news. Do you think you will?
I think if the pandemic is over, then yes.
He's not coming back.
Also, Coach Javier Mendez shoots down Khabib Nurmagomedov's UFC 249 backlash, saying he didn't choose to sit it out. So basically defending Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, he's his coach. He's got it, right?
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Darren Till believes that the UFC will not be returning within the next 3 months, but he is willing to compete on Fight Island. So there's that. And that's it.
Fucking concha. Yeah, Darren Till has been real active on social. So go check out Darren. He's all over the place. All right. And it's a lot of eggplants with spooge coming out of it emojis. Like, what is that with Darren Till? I notice he's just like everything he's responding with eggplants and just jizz coming out
He's
of it.
copying you.
What?
You respond to things with eggplants.
Now with the jizz coming out, though. It's just the eggplant. It's just a hard plant.
What's the difference? It's still you.
It's the plant, and he's
representing
exploding.
a boner.
He's exploding. All right. Thank you for watching us. We'll be back when?
Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time for TGIW. Do not miss it because you're going to want to see it. There's a lot of shit going on. I'll talk to you guys again. Or Moss, we'll talk to you guys again.
Yeah.
On Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.